got it because I wanted to like make the Opus the what do you call it? Like the music library that they have is super limited, and it's mainly like dubstep. And I'm like, I don't want that in the back of my reels. Like somebody saying something seriously, and it's like boots and cats, you know. So I was like, fuck it, I'll work on this. And
I was like, I saw a family of 4 pass away yesterday.
To be fair, nowadays that'd probably be like a sick intro, right? But so I'm fucking around with this, and then I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I think I can do something. So I make like, do you know the Kenny Rogers song? It's like just dropped in to see what condition my condition is in.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted that as our intro song.
Mm-hmm.
And I got all the way through the whole process and emailed like his wife or whoever owns the estate at that point, and they like got transferred over to the lawyer eventually on email, and they're like, it's $30,000 for this many plays. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. We're not that big yet, but I do appreciate it, and like eventually it would be cool.
Yeah, I could have forewarned you about copyright.
Well, I knew about it, and that's why I wanted to be like, oh fuck it, I'll try it out. I'll at least, you know, let's venture into how much the shit's gonna cost.
Oh, it's
insane.
Oh, dog. So for my many years of making music and producing and just like putting music out, there is walls of copyright. So it's like there's like with rappers specifically, right? There's like you have the beat maker.
Mm-hmm.
That beat maker, if he didn't use all of his original like sound bites, has to make sure they're not copyrighted sound bites.
That's so crazy.
Because then if somebody finds out that it's their sound bite and it was copyrighted, they get copyright infringement.
Right.
So that's just the beat maker side.
Yeah.
And then you got the rapper who gets it from the beat maker. And if that rapper puts that song out that was used wrong, they can get hit with that. And then if I produce that and claim it as an original, but I didn't make it, I just hit record, I can get in trouble for that. But then when they sell a lease or a license to it, there's so many levels. Like anytime I worked with clients on like rappers specifically, I would have them send me a copy of the lease agreement or the purchase agreement, because there was 2 different ones. And I had so many people that would come in and I'd be like, all right, send me a copy of your agreement just so I can put it in my record. And there was one kid I had, he's like, no, I just ripped it from YouTube. And I went and looked it up and it was copyrighted. I was like, no,
you can't do that, dude.
No.
Yeah, it's funny the level of like because that, like you said, like that level just keeps going up too. Mm-hmm. We you know, I got our image, like our butterfly trademarked and our name trademarked and stuff. And I had to battle a funeral company for a butterfly.
Yes.
No skull, no nothing, just a white butterfly. I had to battle a funeral company for. And I mean, we won, obviously. I was like, this has nothing to do with us. And that's just a butterfly. Like everything can be a butterfly. And also, ours isn't just a fucking butterfly, as you can see. And I like had to argue back and forth 3 times to the trade. Like it took me 3 years to get this thing trademarked.
You know what's kind of funny about that is there's a skull in your butterfly. So if a funeral home was mad about that,
I just like, what? I literally was like, if anything, dude, you should want mine. Like, so it was just funny, man. But like, so I was making these like this AI like intro song, and I just like I made the psychedelic, you know, style rock version based off of the Kenny Rogers one, and I was like I like wrote some of the lyrics, and then I had chat just like finish them up. And I was like, dude, this fucking kind of turned out cool. So then I was like, let's play around, and I was like, hey, make a My Chemical Romance style, da 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 da, and then I had chat make the prompt, and then move it from chat to Suno, and I was like, this is pretty fucking good. This is kind of a banger. And so I sent it to Matt and our buddy Ty, and both of them were like, dude, that's fucking sweet. You should just do a Spotify artist. And I was like, I probably could. So I like writing lyrics. Like that's something that I like doing when I'm playing guitar. I'm just terrible at singing it. I'm terrible at like singing and playing and doing all of that. But the creative side of me has fun with it. And so I've just been like plugging away at random shit. But this is the song.
1, 2, 3. It's so math rocky.
Oh, yeah.
Up sideways in a straight line room. Clock said morning, but it felt like noon. Mirror said, you good? I said, define that word. Tried to answer back, but my voice got blurred. Coffee's cold, but my hands still shake. Think I slept, but I'm wide awake. Something's off, but I can't explain. Like I lost my grip, but I feel no pain. Every step feels half a step behind. Like I'm chasing something in my own mind. I'm just checking in on the state I'm in, trying to find where I start, where I've been, running circles in a straight line spin. Just checking in on the state I'm in. I say it once, say it twice again. Still don't know if I lose or win. Same old loop that I'm living in. Just checking in on the state I'm in. Had a conversation with the TV screen. It was talking back like it knew me. Told me slow down, told me speed it up. Said I'm half full, but I feel half cut. Feet on the ground, but I drift away. Every thought's got a price to pay. Laugh it off, but it echoes wrong. Like a broken note in a perfect song. Every word feels just out of line. Like I'm reading thoughts that aren't quite mine. I'm just checking in on the state I'm in, trying to find where I start, where I've been, running circles in a straight line spin. Just checking in on the state I'm in. I say it once, say it twice again. Still don't know if I lose or win. Same old loop that I'm living in. Just checking in on the state I'm in. On the state I'm in. Left foot, right foot, did I miss a step? Hold my breath just to feel what's left. Faces change when I blink too long. Right feels wrong, but it feels so strong. Round and round like a ceiling fan, trying to land where I used to stand. If I stop, will it all cave in? Or is this just the state I'm in? I'm still checking in on the state I'm in. Little lost, but I'm breathing in. Maybe this is where I begin. Just checking in on the state I'm in. Say it slow, let it sink within. Not every fight is a loss or win. Maybe peace is a quiet thing when you're checking in on the state you're in.
Dude, like I could hear this in grind.
Yeah. Dude, what the fuck?
8 seconds it made that motherfucker, dude. All based off a prompt in the lyrics I wrote.
This is why I'm out of production.
Oh, dude, there's no like. So as I'm working through it, like obviously there's some that like when you, because I asked it to do like a double style voice, right? Like I used my like a couple sentences from, or like a couple sentence video from me talking to like create a voice and then change it up. And then it creates a song voice, like
in key, basically.
Yeah, and then it does that. So I was trying to do like more of like a Blink 182. Like I have another one on there that's the same lyrics, but it's like a Blink 182 style. And then this one's a lot shorter because I only had to do the first verse and the first chorus. But this is the Kenny Rogers psychedelic version of it.
Woke up showers in a straight line room. Clock said morning, but it felt like noon. Mirror said you're good. I said define that word. Tried to answer back, but my voice got blurred. Coffee's cold, but my hands still shake. Think I slept, but I'm wide awake. Something's off, but I can't explain. Like I lost my grip, but I feel no pain.
If you ask her, she nailed it.
White Stripes.
Yeah, like White Stripes.
Yeah.
Well, especially when he yells the next thing, I think. Yeah, this part.
Like I'm chasing something in my own mind.
Yeah, I was digging this.
I'm just checking in on the state I'm in, trying to find where I start, where I've been. Running
I've, like,
circles in a straight line spin, just checking in on the state I'm in.
What the fuck?
So here I am, like, I'm like, well, fuck, dude. I have like 5 to 10 minutes depending on like what reels I'm doing, because I'm like editing it and then I'm posting it and then I'm waiting for some other stuff to like kind of get ready and whatever. And so I started messing around with it. And I'm like, dude, this is fucking sweet. So, but now I'm recreating a this like inspirational like piano start rap song. And it's getting there. But I also stole lyrics because me and Cass have been listening. Well, Cass showed it to me, but Big Shawn, One Man Can Change the World. And I know it's been reminding her of Gordy and stuff. And like, it was like, it did for me too. Like it fucking teared me up. But the second verse, he starts talking about his grandma. And I'm like, man, I wonder if I can try and rewrite this to be about Gordy. Like, so I'm working that in, and it hasn't quite got it, but it's getting there. It's getting somewhere to where I'm like, dude, I literally should just fucking start a Spotify artist and just see what comes out. Because like I said, one of my favorite, like I have fucking books filled with lyrics that I've written just based on the situations and experiences that I've had. And it's something that creatively, like I can pour out and I can try and make sense of it. Sometimes I can't, but between that and having chat, like kind of like writing an understanding prompt for it to understand where my mindset and stuff was coming from. And then it kind of ties a couple things in there, might make a verse or might make a bridge or something. And then it's literally drag and drop, tell it what kind of song I'm looking for, what instruments, whatever. And it makes shit like that. Like, I mean, dude, like I pressed go after I figured out my shit, 8 seconds. It made that other one.
You know how long it took us to write?
Dude, I know. I feel so fucking bad. I'm like, if there's anybody I want to share this with, it's you, because I kind of wanted to like break into that whole, like the amount of work that goes into that. And then the amount of work that went into this. The other thing though, is there's a AI artist, a couple of them that do like these deep, dark, like blues kind of things. And it came after somebody did a blues version of Many Men. Many Men, I think. Or, yeah, I think so. Everybody was fucking obsessed with it. And then AI artists started making more and making more. And I can tell the difference when it comes to that type of music. And when it comes to this, like, I can still tell the difference because there's portions of the voice that like kind of blend with the next. But if you could get it to like dial in to be like, this person is this person and that person is that person, dude, it's starting to get to the point where I'm like, I don't know, at least with music. Yeah. Because music is something that's super important to me. And as much as I've got a creative mind when it comes to like the t-shirts, when it comes to like doing all this shit with B.A.D and like my vision for certain things that we're doing, or, certain, vlogs or images, whatever. Music was always something where I'm like, I can't get what I hear in my head, and I can't get what I see in my head out, because that takes a shitload of work. And now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Yep. I might have another tool. So
part of the reason why I got out of production actually is because, one, like, I love it. Okay, I still do it small time, but with all the AI tools that were coming out and everything like that, I'm like, I can't beat it. I can't beat it. I can't. And the other thing is, everybody and their mom is a producer.
Oh,
You know how many people I've run? Oh, I'm a producer. I'm a producer.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. It was the same thing as being a podcast.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I podcast.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, for me, something like with so I got like an old soul when it comes to like artistic things, right? Like AI tools and shit like that's innovation. You can't beat innovation. Like you either hop on or you just stay off.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hop on, so I got
Well,
off.
nostalgia is a product in itself.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason that thrift stores exist.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that antique stores exist. There's a fucking stink bug in this light.
I hear it.
It's killing me, dude.
I hear it, dude.
The last fucking half an hour me and Chris were talking, it was like flutter. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose. I need one of those salt guns. But yeah, there's this thing about nostalgia too, like where obviously it comes back, right? But this aspect of doing things the old way, like I always think about this. You can order a fucking fancy rug or a fancy blanket with your own logo and all this other stuff on it from Amazon for like $20, right? Then I see a TikTok or like a reel about this guy. Telling you, dude, I'm about to rip it out. I see a TikTok or a reel about this like old man who's like making custom blankets, and they turn out and they look so good. And he literally says something along the lines of like, "So you could buy this for 20, or from me for 150."
See that time frame? It says 31 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know how fucking long that 31-minute album took us to put out? Almost 10 years.
I know. That's
Almost
what I'm saying,
10
dude.
fucking years because of all the hiccups in the world.
But you learned too, like
A lot.
But that's what I mean. Like for 10 years, for 31 minutes, like, you know.
I learned that 2 M43 cans and or 2 Tallboy Modelos will hold a broken mic stand at the perfect weight. But let me tell you, after months of recording, we went to go take them down, right? And I had them like taped.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, oh, victory beer, right? Ha ha. And I went to go cut it out and I popped it. And the way that fucker smelt, oh, dude, it was terrible. Hot beer, old hot beer.
Old hot beer is terrible.
In a band space that already smells like old gym socks.
Yeah.
Dude, the funniest thing for me is when it came to production, even Ian and I were talking about this one. I'm like a savant when it comes to acoustic recording.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, acoustic guitar recording has been something I've like just had off the rip. I recorded my old Foreman years ago to see if I could. Came over, I put the song together in like a couple hours, right? Like he had it written and everything. I recorded it, mixed and mastered it a couple hours. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, you're new to production. I thought I was gonna have to teach you. I was like, I just did what I thought sounded good.
Yeah. There's something about acoustic, like instrumentals or like just raw. There's this fucking channel on YouTube. I'm fucking blanking on what it is. I gotta find it.
So, on that topic, this is probably my pride and joy of the album. It's like the third song. It's called Trail of Winter, but
yeah. Here, hold it up to your mic. I'm gonna find this, but
so Ian wrote this.
Ian did?
Ian wrote this. The album is 90, like I want to say like 95%. Matt wrote the drums. I helped with lyrics. And what
is this on Spotify?
This is on everything.
Okay.
You can listen to this on everything.
I listened to the one album you just showed me.
Yeah. This is on that album.
Then I heard it, yeah, because I remember this portion.
I recorded this in my bedroom, like studio.
Yeah.
It's just a bedroom.
It's so crazy. That's sorry. But it like this song alone was like I remember playing it. I saved it.
Yeah.
Like I saved it to my favorites and everything.
Shout out to our 10 loyal monthly listeners on Spotify.
Hell yeah.
like the train, like everything.
Sounds fucking great.
Dude. And it was recorded in the bedroom.
Yeah, that's what's wild about it, dude. Like, but here's the difference between that and AI. Like, I can tell, you know, like when I said earlier, like I don't know if I could tell. When it actually gets broken down, like when you're actually sitting there, I think you can still. I think there's some kind of like emotion, some kind of work that
Grit.
gets, yeah,
It's like
it gets like ground down into the music that you're like AI is going to produce something that's fucking great. Like obviously they've already done it and they have millions and millions of views.
It's the polished aspect, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like in production, right? There's me and my friends have like gotten into arguments like, do we like songs to be like hyper polished? Do we want them like overproduced, you know? And a lot of people argue on like what their preference is and what they think is best. Me personally, I like the grittiness of like DIY shit.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't sell the most like records, obviously. It doesn't like create the most attention. But something I really enjoyed about the process of this, like that album and recording it and everything, was the fact of like I was trying to keep the sound like old school.
Yeah.
And then using like new school like tactics and everything. So it was kind of cool to blend them. Unfortunately, YouTube and Spotify destroyed the quality of the album.
Did they?
So
Like
when
you
I exported it to do the test, so I sent it out to like a bunch of people. I was like, listen to it on headphones, speakers, your car, fucking like whatever. Like listen to it on everything and give me critiques. Everybody was like, dude, this sounds awesome. I showed my one buddy Kyle it, and he this reminds me of like old school, like Cannibal Corpse, like just like older death metal. I was like, that's what I wanted. It was like 90s like metal.
Yeah.
And then when we posted it,
They ruined it.
Like I'm listening to the album after it's been put out on YouTube. It doesn't sound too bad, but it's like the track levels are all over the fucking place on some of the songs. Like the second song on the album got completely squashed. And I was like, what the fuck? Like listen to it and like, you know, obviously like my studio speakers, it's like big studio, like big setup and everything. So it's like, of course it's going to sound good coming out of like a freaking $3,000 sound system. But you know, when I was listening into like different cars and like over everything, like, oh man, like this is something I'm proud of. Like I've poured so much into this. And one of the like last song on the album, ironically, I mixed out of boredom one day.
Really?
I was like, I need to crack into this. I started mixing it and by accident nailed it. And I was like,
nice.
What the fuck? I was like, how the fuck did I do that?
A little gem dropped in. Yeah, there's this thing that like I just feel like you can't take out of music that you can actually feel and hear. Like you have to pay attention to it, especially with new AI songs and all the shit coming out. But what you're talking about, that like polished thing, dude, that fucking bug is gonna be murdered. Or he'll die in there, like probably 4 others have that I don't know about. But yeah, there's this thing about like the whole polished thing of AI. Like obviously that song sounds good. And the lyrics kind of help it feel a little bit more raunchy, but
they're not redundant.
Yeah.
AI usually has a lot of redundancies.
Yeah. There's this YouTube channel. It's called, I think I just saw it. It's Truthful Sessions. I'm going to play you a song by Isaac Hickerson. Maybe this is what we'll do. Just keep playing songs. It's not a bad one. I've always wanted to just like, I got to get that soundboard thing set up for us to just like throw on headphones rather than doing this. But that's coming this week. Because me and Chris were just talking, and there's songs. I think music has a place in bettering mental health. It also has a place in worsening mental health if you're willing to allow something to suck you down in that place.
You know, I could agree to that. That's definitely like that specific topic of music. I mean, it's always been a controversial thing throughout history, right? Like through the ages and like dawns of different music genres. That was always the biggest thing. Like how many times we've seen popular musicians pulled in front of like a court hearing and being like, you're responsible for these atrocities. And it's like, what the fuck did I do? You know, I think
I wrote lyrics that kids who are hurting based off the way that they were raised by their parents are acting that way. And the lyrics just stuck out to them kind of deal.
That was like genuinely, like I tell people all the time, like I had an addiction to music when I was like a teenager.
I bet, dude.
Like I couldn't go anywhere without music.
I got my iPod and all of the parts are on their way. And I got Cass one.
Yeah. Did you order like the battery and stuff like that?
Everything. Yeah. I didn't order her stuff yet because it actually ended up being, I got I won't say his name, but on Marketplace, I was looking for an iPod, popped up in Ann Arbor. And then he's like, hey, I'm right over here. I was like, dude, I'm a fucking block away from you. So he sold it to me, and then he was waiting to get some of, I think he had songs from a group that he was in that he wanted to get off of his other iPod.
Yeah.
So he was just waiting for his data cable, texted me again. He's like, hey, that other one's ready if you want it. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. So I have to still order parts from hers. I wasn't going to delete anything or do anything until I make sure I don't fuck up mine completely.
Yeah.
But I got I'm so psyched about it, dude. I got the Bluetooth adapter in there. I got a new battery. I got a new screen. It's basically I'm building a new iPod.
Yeah.
Just using the circuit board or whatever.
That's I've been into physical media for a while. At my house, I collect DVDs, VHS, CDs, vinyl. I am a huge physical media person.
It's so much more important now that there's only you don't own anything now.
No. PlayStation literally came out and said that. They were like, we could delete games. We don't care that you paid for it.
I own my movies that I've purchased on Apple TV. I've got a shitload of them because I specifically wanted to own them. Do I actually own them? Nope. Because I don't have a physical way of grabbing that. It's only still has to be uploaded through my account, through this, through that.
That is one thing I will say though. There is a rehappening of physical media.
Oh yeah,
that I am in huge support of. Because don't get me wrong, the convenience of digital media is great, and it's nice. It's nice to not have to carry around a backpack full of CDs and a non-skip fucking CD player. You know?
Oh, I remember mine was lime green and white.
I had the silver boy. It was scratched to hell. It went through 3 people and then I got it. But no, that's I'm a huge physical media person, and even with my PSPs and stuff like that. Yeah, I took my legal backups and put them onto my PSP, but it's I still go out and buy PSP games so I can have them. And
this surge for more physical media and stuff like that again, and the reason that people are rebuilding iPods, the reason that people are kind of going to MP3 players and stuff is because of this. Because the moment I pick this up, I don't just click on a song.
No.
I look subconsciously. I look to see if I have an email, if I got texted by somebody, if I have a phone call, and then all of a sudden it just reminds me of the 10,000 other things I have to do.
That's why
when I go to try and take care of myself for 5, 10 fucking an hour, this is a distraction from it, right? And so, I just said, nostalgic is people will hold on to it. I think there's this awakening from a lot of people. And as much as everyone's oh, phones are going to control your lives and and it's but people also aren't stupid.
Yeah.
People eventually, people are stupid, but they're the souls of people aren't. And a lot of people will feel ick and they'll feel this grossness when they pick up their phone, the 3 billionth time. They'll go, why am I doing this? I really genuinely think that eventually, as much as, I've said it before, people will start setting their shit down and being I'm going to enjoy the moment. And it's a balance, it is a balance now, because it's impossible to be a part of this world without digital media to the extent of what we're doing.
Yeah.
I can't do that and ask people to listen to us without having digital media, or without having a cell phone. You can download stuff, but
that's it's kind of the big thing too, though, is this is one thing why I love how streaming apps have kind of become, where you can have an offline library.
Yeah.
Right. So it's if I just stay offline forever and never reconnect to the server, I can keep everything that's on my phone.
Right.
But eventually, my iPhone automatically connects to Wi-Fi no matter what. I'll turn it off. It'll turn
itself back on. Yeah.
But that's I want to get the same thing. I want to get an iPod so I can,
Dude, I'll let you know how it goes. I'm really hoping. And then everybody was like, "Oh, the 6th gens are impossible." I had that bitch open in fucking 4 minutes.
It doesn't take long.
No, and I was like, "This is the one."
Do you have the touch or do you have the
classic?
The
I have a classic.
Yeah, the brick.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, love those things.
Dude,
you can upgrade them boys to a terabyte.
Oh yeah, I did. I've got fuck, that is the one thing I need to order. I got to get SSD or a couple micro SDs, but I have the 4 slot, so it's going to be a 1 terabyte.
Well, that's one thing for me too, is so we kind of grew up in that generation of dawn of like digital era, you know? So it's like we got to experience the physical media era and the transition.
Yeah.
It's one of those things too that I think is funny is like people that were born in the 90s, and granted, I was born at the end of the 90s.
Yeah.
But I grew up like a fucking 90s
I was going to
kid.
say, mine was 94, but I grew up as if I wasn't. I almost grew up at like the late 80s because my cousins lived with me and I was growing up with them, even though I was a kid.
Mhm.
Like they were around and I was into fucking Dragon Ball Z. I was into all of the things that my older cousin was into.
Yep.
And then,
Dude, it's like one thing that was super cool is like I just had this old video game collection and I sold it off. I was like, dude, I really want to get a PS2. Like there's a couple games that I never got to finish, right? Yeah. And getting the PS2 and like booting it up, still to this day, every time I've booted that thing up and that like intro plays, I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm like 10 again, just sitting at home, just like, but that's like, you know, even when Netflix wasn't like online order only.
Yeah.
Which was a crazy idea.
What a wild thing, dude.
Dude, we're going to mail you.
Hey, we're going to mail you a DVD every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then you got to return it.
Yeah.
Or like, I still like red boxes.
Yeah.
I have a movie from a red box that I forgot to return. I went to go return it. The red box was down. It was gone. I was like,
where's this?
What do I do?
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, I miss
the death of Blockbuster, man.
Dude, I miss going to Family Video.
Yeah.
Friday nights, going to Family Video, picking out a $2 video game and going over and picking out some weird
Dude, I
movie.
forgot we used to rent video games.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
You could rent game consoles from there. You could rent
the fucking game? I don't know if you ever played it. It's like an invasion of whatever. It's like the little alien dude. And you're like, fuck.
That destroy all humans?
I think it is.
Where you're an alien running around just causing chaos.
Yeah. Yeah. You can hide out or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, man.
I have that game.
I remember.
I love it.
I'm going to play it when you get the new place.
Dude. Yeah. Dude, like I said, like I can't advocate for physical media enough. Don't get me wrong. I love the convenience of my phone.
That's great.
And even like something like I was actually talking to my mentor about, right? Is like I was telling him, you know, for a while he's been like paper. He's like digital, like you can do digital if you want. You can go all digital. That's easier.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheaper, you know. But the cool thing is like with the like physical stuff, it's just like it's a different element, right? It's a different tool.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over to drawing all my designs on paper for right now. And then like when it comes to actually like setting up a tattoo or like a stencil or something, I can go to digital and I'm gonna use my tool because it's gonna make my life, you know, a billion times easier just to print it off and then stencil it versus just hand stenciling everything, you know. But no, that was something when I told him to, I was like, I think I'm just gonna stick to paper. And he looked at me, he was like, What?
You know what I like about that thought is when you draw it on paper, it's almost like it means more. Like you're like it's like
sentimental.
Well, it's like your kid's drawing, right? Like I mean, I don't have kids, you don't have kids, but like it's like, do I want to throw this away?
Yeah.
Like there's some work that got into this.
Yeah.
And you know, your kid can draw some shitty stuff and you can be like, yeah, this is fucking going in the garbage. But you almost have like more of a love for it, more of like a responsibility to kind of carry on
It's
that.
like putting up a wall with a hammer versus a nail kind of thing. There's like, even though it's the same, like you, at the end of the day, you built the wall.
Yeah. And you might be pissed when you're swinging the hammer when somebody else has a nail gun, but at the same time, like
there's like almost like a little bit more pride behind
that feeling of work and that feeling of like realness comes. It still comes through. That's what I was trying to, you know, like, that's what I was trying to get. I'm going to play a song. That's what I was trying to get at. But so there's this YouTube channel called Truthful Sessions. And this is what they do. They like meet up with like artists. Some of them are known. Some of them aren't that known yet. And it's like a true like grittiness and they just film wherever. They set up a little spot and it is like, it's like just like a one-time recording thing. And dude, this fucking song.
What's your address?
The B.A.D Project is about finding those small distractions that keep you moving when life tries to pin you down. That's what our gear stands for. They're reminders you can wear, carry, and share to push through those hard days. Every shirt, every hat, every sticker helps spread the message. When you're wearing it, You're not just buying our merch, you're backing the mission. We're building more than just a brand. As we roll out bad activity events, your support helps make them possible. With new drops, holiday specials, and surprises always around the corner, we really are just getting started. If you want to go even deeper, hit our new Patreon for Bad Thoughts episodes, bonus content, behind the scenes, and a closer seat in this community we're building. We're even doing giveaways. So check out the gear at thebadproject.com, hit our Patreon, and follow us on all the socials to stay locked in. This movement's only growing, and you're going to be a part of it. Thanks for everything you guys are doing. Love you all.
Cass & Co. Upscale Thrift is redefining resale. Think timeless fashion, luxury brands, and curated pieces, all at prices that let you stay stylish without the splurge. Whether you're hunting for vintage classics or this season's designer staples, we'll make high-end accessible. Dress like you own the runway for a fraction of the price.
Every crew's got that one guy who shows up late, drinks gas station mud, and wonders why he feels like trash by lunch. Don't be that guy. Construction Coffee Co. isn't cheap sludge. It's small batch coffee roasted to keep you moving when everyone else is crying about their backs. Smooth enough to sit black, strong enough to keep you upright when your foreman's breathing down your neck. Fuck that guy. And yeah, they've got gear too. Shirts, hats, workwear built tough enough for the job site, not that pajama junk your apprentice wears. This stuff actually holds up when you're crawling through mud or hanging steel. They're there for you to roast beans and roast you. Just like you do with your buddies on the job. Because that's the culture. Talk trash, laugh hard, and get it done. Construction Coffee Co. Clock in, drink up, shut up. Go to constructioncoffeeco.com to get yours. This song. Like you can't recreate
You
that.
just sent me that. That's a good ass fucking
Dude, so this song hit, especially right before I
Yeah.
turned 32.
Yeah.
And I was like I was trying not to tear up. I'll send it to you right now.
So something about,
Also,
like, oh, go ahead.
I think, just a side note, I think this is like we should do this. We should line up and like have songs in like the Patreon, because we can play them on the Patreon. And then we can go back and forth and talk about them, because I have a lot more. Anyways, sorry.
So you know what that like grit you were talking about is? Human element that makes it hard, right? Because like listening to that, it kind of like clicked on what you're trying to say is like, so it's like programmed drums, right? So, like when you program drums, you know, there is a sharpness to it. There is no error. There's no nothing. Like if you listen to how he's playing, you can hear the difference in just like his hand hitting a string.
Yeah.
Like that, like constant
a little
note.
imperfection.
Yeah, but it's like
the human imperfection
but
that
that's
makes
what-
it.
literally. So that was like
I didn't mean to take that line from you.
No.
Because there's also like that element at the end too, where the winds, like I said, this is what I love about the Truthful sessions is like they have this thing about the way that they do their sessions.
Yeah.
Like the end of the song, there's a shitload of wind picking up, and you can hear it in the mics, and you can hear it. And at first I was like, oh damn, it ruined a song.
No.
That was my first thought.
Yeah.
Second, third, fourth time, I'm like, dude, if that wasn't in there, this wouldn't be it. Like, you're catching the birds in the background. You're catching this. You know, the funny thing is when you said like you wanted it to feel like it was outdoors. In that song,
which is funny because it isn't.
That's what I was saying. Like that's the
isn't.
funny thing is that you wanted it to, even though it was recorded in a bedroom.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude. I mean,
I'm gonna pull up one of my favorite artists real quick. His name is Shawn James. He's out of Chicago. This dude, I got to meet him actually, and it was like I was like a kid on Christmas meeting this dude.
Yeah.
Mind you, I am a fucking 27-year-old man. Like I should not be that giddy to meet another dude, but
it's all right, dude.
But
I try to play it off cool, but
dude,
there's no way.
Yeah, no, there's a picture I took with him, and I'm drunk, and I was just like, no, dude, I was so excited. But no, dude, like his music for me, I don't know, it got me through some really like shit times, like really, really shit times. I'm trying to find this one specific song. Where is it? But he does like all sorts of stuff.
You got that tattooed on your arm?
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 years of my life.
I would too. I haven't even put the butterfly on me yet.
Yeah, dude.
Matt was like, you know what? We should just fucking do it because if it works out or it doesn't, at least we tried. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna get a bunch of them fucking floating down my arm. I think we'll see.
So let me see if I can pull this up. There's a specific version.
Yeah, I think this would be a fucking fun segment.
Oh, dude, I could sit here and
Let's I'll get the headphones thing and then we'll just type it up on my iPad.
yeah. So there's two versions. There's a studio version and a live version. The live version hits different.
Yeah.
This is Eating Like Kings.
Yeah, then we won't have to do that.
Yeah, I don't care. No bother.
I know.
I'm James. I'm here on tour throughout Europe, and I'm gonna play you guys a song written by a very good friend of mine. He was stationed in Afghanistan for 2 years, and wrote this after going through everything there, waiting to come back to the States. This one's called Eating Like Kings.
But I love
Find out. You know who White Buffalo is?
Oh yeah.
Got to see him live with.
Oh, you motherfucker,
It was
dude.
their first tour.
Yeah, send me that song.
They had a live album they put out from their first show of their first tour. They recorded it and had it pressed into a vinyl and had it on their tour with them.
That's awesome.
And they were selling, and it was a limited release, and I couldn't fucking get it because it was like $80.
Oh damn.
Dude, I was so fucking.
Yeah. See if I do.
Dude, yeah.
I don't need to play another one right now, but see if I can.
I use YouTube.
I also do.
Do you see? You like Iron Maiden, right?
Yeah.
He did a cover
Oh.
of Number of the Beast.
Oh really?
That's how I found it.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
And when you can, look it up because it's
Okay.
dude.
I mean, I'll listen to it at the gym.
It is such an interesting.
Or we can
take.
save it for our next one.
Yeah, maybe.
Try that.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But it's like what kind of drew me to him is actually kind of funny. Is back in like 2019, the show Peaky Blinders came out.
Oh
right?
yeah.
And I like loved their soundtrack for that show. I was like,
It's good.
I'm like, what
I
is
just
this?
discovered.
Just
Well, okay. One of those shows where I've heard about it, right? I've heard enough people.
yeah,
When enough people say, "Hey, you gotta watch this. You gotta watch this," I'm like, "Yeah,
it's good.
it's good." I watched. I think I'm in now.
Oh wait.
Oh, I know.
Oh no, you don't.
No, I only
That's
know
where
because of what people are.
that's where it picks up.
Yeah.
And then season 3 is probably my favorite. It's either 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'm in 3.
Is there an Italian dude yet?
I don't know.
No,
Wait a
you'd
minute.
know. No,
Okay.
you'd know. But no, so like when I watched that, because like, you know, my whole life, right, I was like music, and then I got to like 12, 13, and I was like found metal, right, through like Korn and stuff, and then it just like dove me down a hole to like deathcore grind, like all this like crazy shit, and then that's all I listened to
Yeah.
for years. I wouldn't listen. I refused to listen to anything else, and then I got into production, and I made a promise to myself that to be a producer, I have to find, this is just like a personal thing, right? I was like, for me to be a producer, I need to be able to find a song, an artist, anything in every genre I can find that I can vibe with. So then I dove into like EDM more. I dove into like blues and bluegrass and all that. Like I have like a whole playlist on YouTube of like blues, bluegrass, like all just different stuff. Like people from like backwater towns that like
Oh yeah.
wouldn't be popular
This
anywhere
is
else.
the kind of music that I listen
Yeah,
to.
dude.
Yeah.
There's literally one where it's a dude playing a guitar, a chick with no teeth playing the fuck out the spoons.
Oh, that's wild,
and let me
dude.
tell you that lady is playing the fuck out the spoons.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, man. That's like when people used to ask me when I was younger, like, "Oh, you like country?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I
Yeah.
I don't. Not the country that you're thinking of."
Yeah.
And then also it got shifted into this like red dirt country, and you know, like, I mean, all of these like random, you know, kind of like branch out on the tree of
Yeah.
whatever you wanted to call it. So I didn't even know what genre I was in. And then I was like, no, I like songs that mean something,
Yeah.
turns out. Like, because it could be rap, it could be whatever. The song has meaning. And I like fucking party songs.
Don't
and
get me wrong, I
stuff
like
too.
ignorant shit.
Yeah,
I like
I
ignorant shit.
absolutely do. You know who Wheeler Walker Jr. is?
No.
That's a fucking. I've seen him live twice, and that was fantastic.
That man.
I watched somebody throw a water bottle at him, and then he literally stopped the crowd, and he's like, take him out, beat the living shit out of him, and then walk out. Like it comes to a point, like I like all of that stuff, but
Except Nickelback.
Yeah,
I don't.
we'll see.
I just can't do it. I can't do it.
I don't either, but also everybody says that they can't fuck with Nickelback. And if I just play it and I start talking to you and you go,
it's not of any fault of Nickelback that I don't like Nickelback. It's Nickelback was everywhere.
It was
fucking everywhere for so long. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, that's fucking hilarious. I also would do that entire thing.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with Nickelback,
Yeah.
But like,
what did they do? They just brought the bros together.
Yeah, that's
that's all they did. I saw a video that talked about it. It was like, what did Nickelback do? Why do we all hate Nickelback? And I'm like, well, I just don't like it.
There's like a documentary of them, and they're just like, yeah, some people just don't like it because,
it's hot or cold. There's no warm there.
Yeah,
you either like it or you don't.
That's fucking funny. Where are we at right now? We're at 53 minutes. You want to call it?
I don't care.
All right. I got to get to the gym.
Yeah.
You've already been.
Yeah.
What'd you climb?
Nothing.
You didn't climb anything today? Oh yeah.
Injured.
Did you belay?
Yeah.
I told Cass I would have this morning. She wanted to go. I'm like, let's go. I'll be the belay bitch. I just can't. I had to take a break.
No, I couldn't risk it because, like I said yesterday, I could bend. I can make a fist.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't too bad, but it was just closing on.
What'd you do it on?
5'11".
Yeah.
I was doing there's this section where it's like a double crimp, and then you got to go into
what section of the wall?
When you walk into the gym,
yep,
go straight, and it's that corner right there. You saw me,
the round corner,
yeah,
where you guys were at when I was first talking to Tom.
Yeah,
okay.
where I was. I went over there, and you came in at my first attempt. Yeah, I hit that route 6 times, 6 to 8 times.
Yeah,
and the last time I kept resetting at that stuck point that I was at, and I finally got the move down. The hard part is I'm standing on something this fucking big.
Oh yeah.
And then I have to somehow pivot my hips in to match to a 3-finger crimp and shimmy off.
Dude, it's always a shimmy.
Corner. Dude, when
I have to shimmy with my hand or feet, that's exactly. It's funny that you describe it like that.
Yeah.
Because it really is it's here, and then you match your foot, and then it's just get the fuck out of here. This one's mine. Then you go up here. Yeah, I mean, I fuck, dude. I feel good getting back into the gym and climbing consistently because I start getting back into no, you just got to do this, and this, and you really start. And it's only because Tom, who you met at the gym, him and his nephew, and then his nephew Justin got me and Nate, which Tom is Nate's uncle, got me into climbing. And after that, I was there every single fucking day. I mean, this is back when it was just that area and a small bouldering section. And I mean, we were there from fucking
low-key miss.
Dude,
I miss
sun up, sun down. I told Cass we were going by the we had to park off way in the back, and I was like, man, sure do miss when I can walk in these doors.
Yeah, right.
Then you just walk through the bouldering section, and it's it's cool, obviously, but it's such a fucking fad.
Yeah.
And it's I really truly believe that bouldering is might be more beneficial for you, climbing wise, technically, for climbing,
technicality wise, yeah. So I've always had this.
However, I fucking hate it's not. I don't even hate the culture. I
hate that room. I hate that room. That room specifically because, I was talking to oh God, what's his name? I think it's Zach. But he's the dude who lost his left leg.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he's insanely good climber. Insanely good. I watched this dude campus a fucking V6. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? But no, I was talking with him. He's like, dude, you should He's like, I haven't seen you in bouldering. He's like, go back to bouldering for like a month. He's like, I'm telling you, if you go back to bouldering for a month,
dude, it's so beneficial.
He's like, you're going to break through. I was like, I know. Cause the thing is too, is me and him had talked priorly and he was like, like your 10s are like 3s and 4s just repeated up the wall. That's all. It's just a stack of like V4s.
Yeah. And then they might throw in a 5 to be the crux. But
yeah,
it's just like it's sectional.
Yeah. But that was the whole thing. That kind of changed my mentality towards like vert wall climbing. But the thing that sucks is like the boulder room is always full with a bunch of people who don't have any like gym etiquette. And it's not to a fault of they're new, because I've seen these dudes here for, I've been climbing for almost 2 years now, going to the same gym. I've seen these same dudes. And there's like the regular, like I call them like the pro group, because I think they are like actual like pros, like they compete and everything. Every time I've ever climbed around them, they're always like super chill to be around. They might project a spot, but if you need to like slip in real quick, they'll bounce out. And it's always just like super respectful, right? But there was one day, me and Ian were hitting this V4 project, right? And there was just like the crux was just fucking weird. It was just a weird move. We kept hitting it, we kept getting close. And then this group of like no, it was their youth climbing.
Yeah.
Like they were youth climbing kids, right? But they weren't there for like the group. They were just there to climb. They ran in front of us and took over the whole route. And anytime we got up to go, they would cut us off to go to the route.
Yeah.
And then we would go to another route, and then they kept following. It was like,
I feel like that is a team. Like that is what happens when you're in the bouldering room when there's that many people. There's a group of people who stay together.
yep.
And when I was first bouldering and stuff, it was everybody. You look around at who's next for the turn.
Yeah.
Not just your fucking group.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's something that's like, especially with if I'm not there early enough or I'm not there late enough to go boulder, even late enough now, it's fucking terrible. If you're not there early enough, like it's just not worth it to me.
Even then,
I don't like being around that many people.
The thing is though, too, is we're getting back into summer season. So outdoor climbing's coming back on the table.
Yeah, that's very fair.
The gym wasn't as full during the summer last year.
Yeah. The other thing is too, our winter has gone on so long that we're all like tightly in there. And I'm like,
even the top rope, bro.
I know. I'm just a little
crazy.
like over having to be forced to be around people, like because I want to go experience the climbing, because I want to go learn. I want to go
to the
grow
red
that way.
this year.
I know. We're planning. Tom said he would go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that we could easily get a really good group.
Oh, we got a couple people from the gym that want to go.
Yeah. Did you know Planet Rock? They have a gym up in Grand Rapids now. That's starting. I didn't know.
It just got built now.
Yeah, and they're still working on it.
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought it opened already.
No, it's open, but it's not finished. That's the other thing. Me and Tom were sitting there, and we're like, "Why do you have all this wasted space? Like, you could cut out this much, and like, you could do a double wall for top rope, right where their glass wall and shit is now, and like, move the training area over where the stairs are."
So they used to be the training area was over there. They got rid of it, but it's like the gear rental is still there.
Yeah, I know. It's like, why?
But they've done a lot of work. It's just a matter of like they just opened up like last year they opened up the whole side, and
yeah, I guess it's a good point. Like to me, it feels like it's been so long since they've had this, and I'm like, why are you guys not focusing on more of the top rope situation, when in reality it's like, hey dude, we just kind of got our whole room together for bouldering, can you give us a minute?
Well, the other thing is too is this Planet Rock is the biggest besides Grand Rapids.
Yeah, Madison Heights isn't that big.
No, but it's a sick gym.
Yeah, I heard it's more technical. It's just not as tall.
Their routes are way harder.
Yeah,
they had us on a 5.9 for our lead course.
Yeah,
right, and then when you do the lead course at Ann Arbor, they put you on the 5.10 on the 50. And that 5.10 was easier than the 5.9 we were on. Yeah. Because you're learning how to clip in and like do all this shit, right? Now, mind you, you've led climb before and like, or lead climbed. I don't know how the fuck.
Lead climbed?
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
Climbed? I think it's lead climbed.
Yeah. Well, so
not top rope.
Yeah. You've done the real climbing. But
you take rope up with you, climb.
Dude, but like, so when I was doing my class, it was like, I'm doing this and I'm like, dude, why is this so fucking hard? Yeah. I'm like sitting there like on these crimps and I'm like, why? Yeah. And I'm like trying to clip in. But no, my class, I took close to a 30-foot fall.
No shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's wild.
I had to bail. I couldn't get the clip. My hand was slipping. I just wasn't in a good. I was in a bad spot.
That's a
too.
stretchy rope,
dude. Well, I mean, it's slack up top, slack down below, plus 30% stretch.
Yeah.
You know, and
it adds up. Dude.
Oh yeah.
I tell everybody, I'm like, dude, just don't like.
You saw me and Ian. He went from the fourth to the past the first. He landed in my lap.
You guys carry a lot of slack.
Yeah,
you guys carry a lot. You guys are fucking gunning for some Valley Uprising shit, dude. Like, I'll watch it. I'm like, take some fucking rope.
Nope.
Fuck that. Nope.
Nope. He's fine.
Yeah.
That was like today. He took a victory whip off 510. He climbed up, and it was a good 7-foot gap between the last draw. And he goes, all right. And I just went, and I pulled some more out for him. I was like, here, take some more. He went, he fell about 5 draws.
Yeah. That's fun, dude.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's terrifying.
Oh, it's so much. That's the one thing that I love about climbing. And I'll always say this is the elimination as you're climbing of any other thoughts that you have during the day. You can't think about. If you want to stay on the wall, if you don't want to take a whipper, like even when you're top roping, you can still fall. Like you still have that stretch if somebody, and like as I climb, you know, like I have Cass belaying me, and she's probably, you know, I don't know, fucking 60 pounds lighter than me, and that's rough when you're the person belaying. So she's been clipping in, and she's been keeping the rope tight because she feels secure doing that. I have to sometimes be like, hey, stop trying to pull me up the wall. Give me some rope, especially because I know that there's portions that like you can lean literally into the wall. When I joke with you guys and I'm like, just lean. That's not always the thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes that wall pivots back and you can just find a footing and lean and rest.
Yeah. And
when you do that and you have somebody who, you know, wants to belay tight, or you don't communicate like, hey, give me some rope, which I do, like you'll get yanked off the wall. But as you're climbing, you like, if you're really focused in on trying to how to get that climb in, you can't have any other thoughts. And your brain, regardless of the fact that you're attached to a rope, attached to a top rope, attached to a person, and this person's never dropped you over the course of fucking 3 years, 4 years, 100 years, your brain still thinks, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Regardless. Like, and it's not even, I'm going to die, but like, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to fall. I'm not going to make it. And so your brain thinks that. And so it shuts off all of the other like minuscule bullshit thoughts that you have. You have to be in the moment. That's what I love about climbing. It shuts my brain off. Then when I get down, I'm either so pumped or tired from the climb that my brain is quiet. Or if there's anything left in my brain, or I don't make something, or somebody else is going up, I'm immediately like,
re-engaged.
Hey dude, like you gotta like this one right here. And you're in that climb. You're in that moment. And I had a little bit of that with jiu-jitsu and stuff. And that's why I fall into like both those categories. It's like, you're in the moment of being choked out. You're in the moment of your arm being broken. You're in that moment and you like cannot. And so many people who are at such a higher level than me will explain that. But at the base level of anybody who's starting the sports, like definitely fucking try it out for that sole reason. You ever want your mind to shut off? Like
have a rope dangle between your legs. I promise you there's nothing on your brain.
Especially when you're, what's the gym, 50?
Oh yeah.
45, 50?
It's like, it depends on the section of the climb, but it's like if it winds, you could go in excess of over 50 feet in distance. Yeah. But the height itself, I think, is like 48. Yeah. But that was like something, last thing real quick, is like something that I was telling Ian about. I was like, you know what the real fear of like lead climbing is for me? And he was like, what? I was like, it's not going up. It's not clipping and missing a clip or slipping and falling or whatever. 'Cause I'm good. Where it really sets in is when you have a take. And you're not climbing anymore, right? And you just sit there. You're like, sweet. And you're like chilling. And then you go, all right, climbing. And you go back and you feel that rope just let go. Yeah. And you're like, ooh.
Oh shit, it's back on me.
Yeah, dude.
Like I wasn't necessarily ready to fall.
Yeah.
But
no, dude, that was something that gets me, is like when I was working on that yellow, the 510 on the lead, right? And I got to that point, I was like, I'm good. I went for that first hold out of like my break.
Yeah.
And I stood up and I felt the rope just dead
Yeah.
weight. And I was like, oh God.
Oh, no. Yeah, dude, there's something, I mean, like I said, there's something about it. It's worth it. It's worth just going in there for a half an hour if you can, even if you're bouldering and stuff. I don't like taking the falls for bouldering. I don't trust my fucking ankles and my knees and shit. That's my biggest problem with it. But there is a dynamic when it comes to both of them. Like it is a yin and yang kind of deal. Like it is nice to go back and forth because you do gain skills in both areas.
Personally, I think everybody should start at boulder.
Do you think so?
I think so. And the reason why I say that is because it'll get you into a technical mindset, because when you're doing vert wall, it's so different. It's
it is. I started on top rope.
Yeah.
I didn't touch. Well, I can't say that. I was just telling this story to Matt and Ty. I didn't know this for the longest time up until like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I completely had forgotten this, but my dad worked for this guy, Louis, and I believe he would travel to go climbing. And in the top of his barn, he had rock climbing walls that went up. And I would be in there as a kid. My dad was hanging out and I was climbing. I still, like, in my head now, I can picture it, but I was just talking to my dad about climbing. He's like, yeah, you doing it at Louis. What the fuck are you talking about? So, like, I guess in that aspect I bouldered, but when I came to the gym, it was like, top rope, let's fucking do it. But I also went with Tom and Justin, and these, like, they were climbing outside frequently at that time. So they're like, get the fuck up. This is how you do it. Watch the girls climb, because they climb fucking way better than us. Like, they don't try to muscle up anything. It's all a finesse. And then we did that, and like, I learned a whole lot watching everybody else climb.
You want a butthole clencher? Outdoor. Go outdoor. My, I don't know what because it's like, it could be, you could have climbed that same exact route.
Yeah.
Indoor.
Oh, dude.
And it could have freshly laid bolts. You could just be doing sport climbing, right?
Yeah.
You could freshly laid bolts, clipping in, or even put quick draws on, make it the same, right?
Yeah.
For some reason, being outside on a rock wall with the rope is like, oh no, if I fall and flip back and crack my fucking head, I'm not hitting a plastic fucking wall or a fucking like carbon fiber wall or whatever the fuck they are. Like or a wood wall. Like I'm hitting
OSB with like permacrete sprayed onto it. Yeah.
I am hitting fucking rock, like a sharp, jagged ass rock. Or if I fall and like my anchor breaks,
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going till it stops. And there
could be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 that go.
If you get into trad climbing,
dude, I've seen some wicked shit. That's what
the 100-foot fall where the dude lost 8 cams on his way. I literally got to like the last 2 cams on a multi-pitch and fell below the start. Was like, oh.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy, dude. I try not to watch those. They scare the fuck out of me.
I'm mentally preparing.
All right.